Hello, everyone. Welcome to Workforce Mobility and Improved Security through Cloud-Based Desktops presented by iland. I'm going to go ahead and get started today. What we're going to talk about first is who is iland, and it's going to be brief, so I'm going to have a short conversation about that. And then we're going to talk about, what is the Workforce Cloud? It's a specific solution set that involves VDI. We want to be very technical about the options for virtual desktops in the cloud, but they are in the context of our product offering. So that's how it will be presented. And then we're going to go into three cases for cloud use, and they're going to be basically pictures of different types of companies and the benefits that they would get from that environment. And we'll finish up with a few questions and answers. My name is Mark Ball. I have 14 years of IT experience, give or take a few months. I am VMware certified as well as Citrix and a number of other certifications I won't bore you with. I guess key for this is my experience with desktops. I did start out as a small mom-and-pop shop kind of IT guy. Went into work for the oil sector and did a lot of enterprise stuff there for many years, and then continued as a consultant. As a consultant, built out terminal server environments, as well as Citrix, and did some VDI with Provision Networks and some other providers before I came to iland. We'll start with who is iland, and like I said, I promise I'll keep this part short. iland is a global provider of cloud computing infrastructure. For the last 15 years, we've operated a highly successful colocation and web application hosting business in North America and across Europe. We currently have over 30,000 square feet under management, of colo under management. And it was from this basic experience that we launched our cloud offering about 2 years ago. In that time, we've grown from one highly available cloud infrastructure site to 6. These include Boston, Washington, D.C., Houston, Los Angeles, Dallas, and London. We now offer a wide range of cloud-based services for production and disaster recovery. And I do want to highlight our partners because really our partner relationships are what make us work so well. We have a physical infrastructure based on Cisco and Dell, and we power it with VMware's world-leading virtualization product, ESX and vSphere. And just as we partner with leading vendors, iland also has a growing group of MSPs and solution integrators that partner with us to offer their clients all the benefits of cloud, but from a local provider they can trust. If you're interested in this and iland's partner program, please contact us after the presentation. All right, we just want to kind of go over the trouble with desktops. There's some challenges desktops present to almost every business, and we're going to address a wide variety of problems and some of the causes and some of the ways that the cloud VDI solution can address these problems. The first one is user access. In the increasingly mobile workforces, businesses are having to provide the ability for some or all of their employees to work away from the office. At the same time, many multi-site companies have issues with remote users. Many remote users complain about feeling disconnected from the rest of the company, and there's a challenge to administrators to keep remote users working and productive while they're on the go. And there's an issue of desktop management configuration. And even for small and medium-sized companies, keeping all the desktops and laptops patched, standardized, can take a significant amount of time. In many smaller environments, it's a free-for-all, which creates even more IT support costs. Then there's the issue of security. According to some reports, 1 in 10 laptops will be stolen. The FBI says that about 5% chance of recovering a stolen laptop, which is pretty bad. What would it cost the company to lose many months' worth of work of one of its employees? What would be the legal cost if PCI or HIPAA-compliant data was compromised? These are key security questions. The issue of bandwidth, really specifically at the company site. Some companies can't get the right bandwidth at the right cost. This comes heavily into play with multi-site organizations where remote users need to contribute work on large files, but broadband access is cost prohibitive. Then there's data. No matter how hard we work as administrators to try to keep critical company data off of laptops and desktops, it still ends up there. So when a hard drive fails or a laptop is lost or stolen, it's difficult to compute how much that could cost the company in lost productivity. And there's a hardware refresh issue. constantly companies are going through either, every 3 years they're doing a massive hardware refresh that costs a lot of capital expenditure, or they're constantly replacing month after month hardware. Then there's unplanned downtime. In the virtual world, we've become really focused on server downtime, which is really important, obviously, because everybody's connecting to the server. But downtime is a serious issue when it comes to desktops, too, especially when it's a critical personnel like a doctor or a key decision maker. And then there's the age-old problem of virus and spyware. We've worked really hard as an IT industry to manage this, to deal with this, to fight back. But what if there was a way to avoid it altogether? First, I want to just discuss the term cloud and kind of where we fit into that. Cloud is a term that describes a variety of business services offered over the Internet. And iland, we talk about 3 different types of cloud. First, there's the SaaS cloud, which is software as a service. And that's like Salesforce.com. It does CRM and for customers. It's all taken care of on the back end. The customer just gets to operate the application. They don't have to worry about any of the hardware or config or any of the code. Then there's platform as a service, which is really for developers who want to create applications very quickly without having to rewrite a bunch of code and